Hey guys, my name is Joshua Martinez and welcome back to this channel. I know it's been a few years, but it's all right. So getting back on it, and I've been itching to make a video for you guys and for those who are beginning to learn how to play the guitar or if they already play. And today's video is just a little small teaching slash tip on a chord or chord structure that I like to use when I play music. So this chord is going to be for the minor chords, mostly for minor chords. If whatever minors you use, it's an open chord, but it's not subject to staying up here on the 3rd fret and above. So this chord, you can play it however you want, but I'm going to show you how I play it, or this chord structure at least, this fingering pattern for this type of chord. So I'm gonna start with A minor, since that's an easy start off point. So typically your A minor will be over here. For those that don't know what the A minor chord is, there is a video that teaches the C family chords, or the chords that go with the key of C. And this one is the minor of that. So the way I like to do it, or the chord that I like to use mostly, the fingering at least, of course you have to know your basics as far as at least the 5th and 6th string. That way you know where you're navigating to as far as where to place your fingers. So for A minor, I know that the 5th fret on the top E string is the A root note. So what you're going to want to do is, I like to use my middle finger or the 2nd finger on the root note. For example, A minor will be 2nd finger, 5th fret, 6th string. Then your 3rd finger will be 4th string, 5th fret. Your pinky, 4th finger, will be 4th fret, 3rd string. So that gives you a nice, how can you say, very mysterious minor chord, and I really like to use this shape for all of the chords that I do as far as minors. So this is A minor, and whatever you want to do is, it depends on where your bass or your root note is. So this is A minor because my 2nd finger is on the 5th fret of the 6th string. Now if I wanted to do a B minor, I just slide up to the B. You notice that these fingers are all in the same fret. If I want to do G minor, now of course, not every key works open. A minor works well, B minor. See how C minor doesn't work well? So with the rest of the strings that don't mix well, you're gonna have to mute those with. I use, well, my 1st finger, or I use whatever fingers I have available. Or if I can reach while playing on a note and I can mute another string, that's how I tackle it. So for example, my 2nd finger is muting the 5th string, and then my pinky is muting the bottom 2 actually. I don't know how I do it, it's just, you learn how to do it over time, but that's what I'm doing. Same thing with G minor. Sounds hideous when it's open, but when you learn to mute the rest of the chords, you know, it comes in handy. I know if you do G minor bar, say G minor 7, and of course, especially if you're playing acoustic, your hands get tired. No matter how long you've been playing, your hands get tired, and it's a lot easier to go to this open chord and to mute with either your 1st string or your last fingers. It really takes that load off your hand, so you can actually play for a little longer using these. So works on sharps, flats. All you have to do is master the muting of it, and once your fingers get used to this shape of being next to each other, then it's really a lifesaver in the long run. And me personally, especially if you play with the capo on other songs, or if you're singing, this chord really goes nice. It really goes nice with especially slow songs, or even jazz songs. So that's the way that I do it. You can use your first finger to go to the fret, the 4th fret, or whatever frets before, you know, your pinky. What you're doing is just little accents like that, and with time you'll learn all that, especially if you know your scales and all that basic good stuff, the important stuff. So that's for the chords that start or use the bass E, the 6th string. So the next one, say, hey Josh, how do I do it on the, you know, if I need to do an E minor? Okay, so that's it's not a whole different way to do it, but one thing changes. Of course, you have to know your 5th string and all the notes that are associated with the 5th string. You should know this for all of your strings, but the top 2 bass are pretty much what you're going to use mostly if you're using these chords. So it's almost the same. You'll start off, I'm going to use D minor as an example, just because it's under A, so easy transition. So your bass will be the D on the A string, so that's the 5th fret of the 5th string. And again, you're going to space, for now, you're going to space this 4th string, and on the 3rd string, your 3rd finger will be on the same fret, which is the 5th fret. Same fret. Let's just say that. Let's say we're in another chord. These two are on the same fret as each other. Your pinky will be one fret above on the next string. So for example, for D minor, your pinky will be on the 2nd string, 6th fret, because it's a minor. If you do a minor down here with your bar chords, you notice this middle finger is a space up. That's just the way the chord works. So that pinky is very essential to this basic shape. Then it's really how you want to do it, but I like to also use my 1st finger. Instead of muting them, I put that on a whole fret before, or a whole fret above the main bass, the main root note. So for example, the root note is on fret 5. My index finger, 1st finger, is going to be on fret 3. That's going to really fill in. So really, if you're going to do, let's just say E minor, you know, E is in that key, so I can play all of them open. You can see how the E's, they don't really match. It depends what key you're in and whatnot. But for example, or let's just say we're in D minor. I use my 2nd finger to mute my E string, and again my pinky to mute my bottom E. And then you just move it wherever you need to. So those I know this is a short video, but these are just chords that I like to use, and I wanted to let you guys, I want to fill you guys a little bit in my brain as far as some of my go-to chords and fingerings. And this shape right here, or 2 shapes I would say, are two of my favorite shapes to play when I'm playing minors. So thank you guys. If y'all want to know more about playing guitar, I have more videos, you can check them out. I also have a book out to play the guitar. Of course, I'm the author, but that really brings the basics of how to play the guitar. You can contact me to this email down in the description if you would like to get one of those books or buy one of those books. I also have a page on Facebook to play the guitar. You can message there if you're interested in a book, and that way we can get you guys that. If you know somebody somebody young, this book is for all ages. I didn't gear it towards just young people, middle-aged people. It's for all ages. I tried to simplify it as much as possible. And remember, you have to get those things down before you can start getting to a little bit more advanced things. So thank you guys, and y'all have a great one.